On take two, we're underneath the stilt home, and we're going to explain what's going on here with all this piping you got here, Dan.
Alright, so this is just a sink off of Amazon. We put it here because the plumbing was here. I plumbed everything here for a future outdoor kitchen area. I was going to, if you notice behind me, there's an Argentinian grill over there. I was planning on putting an Argentinian grill over here with a built-in sink and all that stuff. But for the time being, this right here serves as just a hand washing station. It does have hot and cold water plumbed to it. I just haven't actually connected the cold yet, and we use hot to wash our hands, so it hasn't become an issue. But it is plumbed for hot and cold, and the drainage is right there behind the sink as well.
Fantastic. So this is the meat processing area?
Correct.
So it looks like it's formed in to get some concrete.
That's right. The idea here was half totally sheltered. This side I was going to use the clear plastic up top, and then I was going to use screening around it so that it's nice and airy. This center drain right here is centered to the room. Planning to hang deer, whatever you're going to be processing, it can go into the floor drain right here, and that actually goes into the septic, and that's why it's plugged. You'll see that there's dirt on it right now, but you can see there's actually a plug in it because I don't want it to fill with rainwater, and that does keep the rainwater out. But yeah, you don't want blood and stuff like that in the dirt because that attracts wildlife that you don't want around, which we don't have a problem with and haven't had a problem in a couple of years.
What about these regulators everywhere on the plumbing?
The idea was to have tables all the way across the back wall right here.
There's a drain?
That's correct. This is the drain that goes into the septic where I was going to hook up the sinks, as well as hot and cold.
And this is going to be poured concrete?
Yeah. Everything here is actually already formed to slope down to the center drain to make keeping this area clean as easy as possible.
And I understand we have a bathroom out here.
That is also correct. There you go. Why don't you go first?
We got a shower and a toilet, two showers.
There are 2 showers. It is fully plumbed. Everything is connected so that once there is a water heater available for this area, they will be hot and cold. The floor, this is very easy to keep clean. You just take a blower because this stuff is so heavy it doesn't move. So you just blow this out every once in a while. It's pretty easy to maintain. That's a soap plant. I think my son demonstrated that for you. Do you want me to do it again real quick?
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
All right. So this guy here, this little pine cone looking thing, actually excretes a, whoa, it's bursting. It actually excretes a liquid soap that is
all natural.
Ready to go. I was going to put a sink where you're standing.
So I understand there's lights underneath here too.
That is correct. There are waterproof LEDs under here that you can sync to music, or you can just have them flash. It's every color. Pretty sure everybody's familiar with how this LED works these days.
Oh yeah. And we have a chicken coop right next door.
That's right. One of the main things I focused on while I've been here is raising organic chickens, both for their eggs and for the meat. And we've pretty much got it down to a science as far as it being as easy as it can be. The door opens automatically. You can set it to do that at any time you want. It's a very simple menu to go through to set that how you want it. I have it set so that it opens at about 11 o'clock and the chickens free range the whole property until sunset. They go and they put themselves to bed, and then the door closes behind them to keep them safe.
And what do you have here to the left? Looks like
horse stalls.
Horse stalls, okay.
We actually back right up, well, almost right up to the Ocala National Forest. The property directly behind me, they actually border the forest. But just at the end of my fence line, down there at the far corner, there's a offshoot to the left, and that actually does go straight into the forest. So you can ride horses right from here, straight out the back gate, and right into the forest without having to trailer anywhere.
The last thing I'd like to cover is that you got, it looks like water and drain over here.
The original idea was actually to put a barn in this corner, kind of an L-shaped barn with the horse stalls underneath it. Obviously I didn't make it that far, but this was going to be a barnyard where you're standing. The access gate for the barnyard was going to be right here, which would have made it easy to get those larger horse trailers with the living quarters and have hookups for RV or a horse trailer with living quarters.
Here again we have a regulator. Why do you have regulators on every source of water?
That's a pressure gauge, and the reason
pressure
for that,
gauge, okay.
Yep, the reason for that is the whole water system for the property has valves to separate the different zones. That way, if there is an issue, you just close the zones and you'll figure out very quickly what area to look in if you've got an issue and what the issue is.
Very nice. We're going to be on take 3 next.